Hello, everyone. Welcome to our UK ROD. This is the Academy of Astrology UK's channel. And once a week, we will invite some astrologer. They are all great astrologer, and they are all my friends to talk about the recent transit and with some recent event. Well, this is a busy week since the full moon. So, and we are glad we have Izabela to join us to talk about this Libra new moon. So how are you, Isa, first?
Hi, 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 Rod. Hi. It's great to be here again. I'm fine, although I got some cold, cold,
Oh,
but it's better now. I think during
okay.
the new moon you always need to recharge, regenerate, not to do as much as I did this last weekend. So
Yes. I remember I saw you on the AA conference coffee shop. We just say hello and that's it.
and it
Yeah,
was the all I could do at the moment because it was so
yeah. How's the conference? I heard about your talk was very popular.
really, really, I'm glad to hear that. I've talked about astrocartography as
Yes.
from the point of view of prognostic techniques, so
Wow.
transit, solar returns, etc. So that you
Wow.
could go in some very special place from relocated to your chart, but you need some transit or some good solar return, also relocated maybe to feel this energy in full way. Yeah,
Wow. That
that's
would be
really
so interesting. That would be so interesting. So for people who are wondering about this topic, you can contact the Astrological Association conference, and I think the record will be online very soon. So you can choose Isabela's record to listen this interesting topic. So let's come back to our today's topic is about the Libra new moon. So how we feel, how could we, what we can expect from this Libra new moon? I think new moon was happened on the for the Europe is around the 26th September, and I think for the United States probably like a late night of 25th.
yes, it's on the brink of today, but it's really interesting. It has been really interesting new moon
Mm-hmm,
because it had no hard aspects to any hard planets. So we
mm-hmm,
could experience it as an opportunity to meet some new people, but in the same time, it wasn't so difficult to make new friends or
mm-hmm,
to open some new possibilities because the Libra
mm-hmm,
new moon is always about new connections, new cooperations, but
mm-hmm,
although also it could be to encounter new enemy because Libra is not so easy and nice sign as we
mm-hmm,
know.
mm-hmm,
Everyone knows. So, and this new moon was in the third degree of the Libra sign, which
mm-hmm.
is very early sign. So we are still remembering the heat of the summer and the benefits of the sun, but
Yeah.
still the sun is in Libra is debilitated. So this moon, during this new moon in Libra, is more powerful than sun. Uh,
Mm.
that's I think that we have to change the perspective now, and this new
Yes.
moon was to show us how.
Mm.
That that's my observation.
That is
Uh,
so interesting. I think when you mentioned about the relationship and encounter the friend or enemy, I think the Libra is all about these themes. And at the same time, it was quite interesting because for this new moon, we have the Venus in Virgo, and this is the sign Venus doesn't really 100% enjoy in the Virgo, and so would be like a kind of a little bit challenging in the friendship, in the relationship. Sometimes it's like maybe people trying to help us or something, and we still feel like could you just stop? You are not really helping.
it's too much for me. Yeah, Venus in Virgo, it's very interesting perspective because this is the Venus that has to make a big effort to be seen. That's the system of Venus in Virgo phase. That she has to dress up very carefully. She has to make a strong makeup. And I've got a friend. She's a very strong Libra, but she's got Venus in Virgo, and she's always perfectly dressed, perfectly with perfect makeup. And I always wonder how long it takes for look like this, you know. But it helps you to develop your, you know, influence over the space where you are at the moment. So people are more attracted to you. So it's very tricky composition, this new moon with Venus in Virgo, as you said. But it could be very fruitful. You have to make effort, but it's worth to wait.
Yes, that is so interesting. And at the same time, I think just before this new moon, our famous Mercury retrograde, I know, did you know, there's even you and even they are not astrologer, they all talk about the Mercury retrograde, just have a little bit of twist, just like Mercury retrograde, we know it moved backward on the zodiac, so move from the Libra back to the Virgo too, where Mercury really love it. So,
yes.
and the reason, yes, go on.
Yes, that's the plus of this situation. But I've experienced from many years that the more you accept the retrogradation, the more you benefit from it. Because sometimes people are so scary that Mercury or other planets goes retrograde that they cannot make any decision, that cannot make any move, because it's, you know, it's like a superstition. You know what I mean? That it's some kind of dogma that you cannot break.
Yes.
But with retrograde Mercury, it's only important that you don't buy a new car or don't buy any mobile phone or something like this, electronic. And everything goes well, except that, of course.
When you're talking about new phone, and I remember a lot of joke during the last couple of years, because the last couple of years, the Mercury was a retrograde, while the Apple sell the new iPhone. And that was so interesting. All the astrologer was discussing, should I change my phone now? Or should I buy the phone now? Or should I order my phone now? It's like even this month, this year was quite interesting because they released the phone before, but that was interesting. If you order at time, you will receive your phone during the Mercury retrograde. And a lot of my friends who is astrologer who know the Mercury retrograde, just like, I want my phone. I want the first one who get new phone, but I don't want to receive it during the Mercury retrograde.
Now 3 weeks, people. Oh my God! Only 3 weeks to wait. It's not so much.
I think that's the capitalism, consumerism to the extreme. I won't be the first one have my new iPhone. Well, I thank God, thank God I am already out of that age. I think if I was a little younger, maybe 10 years or 5 years younger, I would be the same. I won't be the first one who get it. But now I just like, I can keep my phone for another 4 or 5 years.
That's interesting thought that I have now. That during the new moon in Libra, you could borrow something to wait. That's to benefit from planets above. That you could make something with cooperation, negotiate, or make your life better through other people. So for me, new moon in Libra, it's always what you could get from people, but to benefit of both of you. So sometimes you could borrow the new phone, or I don't know, test something else. But it's always with Libra and new moon in Libra that you have to stop and think that not everything you have to do by yourself. And that's the good way to start this autumn. That's people, you always need people around you, because in dark times, in difficult times, or when you're sick or something like this, you will need somebody, and that's the time of the year that you could make an effort and let people know that you're available for help in exchange for future, benefits. And it's not sarcastic or cynical. It's just practical, because Libra loves to equality, loves to give but receive in the same time.
Yeah. I love what you say, because Libra, some people, I think Libra is like a sign of the exchange, and there is give and receive. So it's not just like take advantage from them. They are so nice. They will be look after you perfectly. I think for the friendship or relationship, any planet in Libra would be very, very nice to look after that. Apart from, our generation, we have Uranus in Libra and the Pluto in Libra. That would be something different.
Yeah. Gives extraordinary things.
Yes, I know. That is interesting. Well, during this, I think it was very interesting, because the Venus conjunct Mercury in late degree of a Virgo, and they both try Pluto.
Yes.
Would that bring something, will help us, or our audience should be careful what could happen, what we can expecting about this try Pluto?
Trying is always good, But with Pluto, it's about get in more deep insight in or more information that you need. In the same time, you have to sacrifice your time or sacrifice your work to get better, or to show that you're worthy of it. Depends of the subject or the field of expertise that people are in, but Pluto gives more in secretiveness, but in the same time helps you to trigger your intuition to find what you want to find. With Mercury in retrograde in Virgo, it's a good way to research, to seek something that it was impossible many weeks or months ago. That it's a good opportunity to restart the research, restart the something that you want to seek, to obtain. Sorry.
Thank you. This is so interesting, because it was I think it totally fit into my experience for this week. I was prepared something, but very interesting. Accidentally, I reviewed two of my research projects.
Wow.
I did maybe last maybe it's early this year during the Mercury retrograde, and it was so interesting. And I said, oh, I wonder what does that mean, because I was writing some article about the fixed stars. And then suddenly I said, oh, I remember this case, and there's something more interesting. So I went back to the search, to do a little bit of search, and I said, oh, I find a project. Oh yes, I should continue this project. Perfect summary these things I was doing, and it was so interesting. So, well, yes, Mercury retrograde is not totally just bad thing. Sometimes it's going to dig out something. And Mercury with Pluto, I like it, your interpretation. There's Mercury try Pluto in the best way, rather than say, oh, be fear about the past. I usually think about that, be fear about the past, or feel the threatening or something, or you would go to dig something out, but you dig something out really, really deep, and that could be the research and study you were doing. I love it. Wow, Isa, this is fantastic.
I've got similar experience, because at the end of the last week I went to meet with an architect, because we were planning to build a house at the sea, and it's been a year that we were looking for someone who suited our needs and who wanted to help us, not only to give us an invoice to pay. Yeah. So it was really relieving experience, but it wasn't, after 1 year of searching, it was really, hope, so cold. So,
Yeah.
but it was all ended well. I hope so. So it's a good week because we are still under the influence of this new moon in Libra. So it's a good week to make some research, make people work with you, or search for sign some contracts, etc. I know Mercury is retrograde, but not that you sign a contract in 2 days, but sometimes it takes you 2 weeks to negotiate it. So it's very important with astrology that we don't wait until it's too late. Because you have to establish everything, be prepared, and then you have to you can expone something or postpone. But don't tell anybody that it's astrology that makes you do that.
That is so nice. I think it is a very rich about the top, this Libra new moon. I think it's pretty busy. We focus on personal level, so this Libra. Let me summarize a little bit what you say. So this Libra new moon is important about the relationship. It's not just the relationship or loveship, but sometimes we encounter the enemy too, or your competitor. And this Libra new moon has also the Mercury conjunct Venus in Virgo in another side, and that would be interesting to see. We helping each other, we look after each other, and but also don't forget the Libra theme is give and take. So it's not just I take things away, but I also have to give to my friend. And then this Pluto trine this Venus and Mercury is very good. But well, I will add a little bit about you. We maybe review some unpleasant event before, but bring the best. But also, Isabel, tell us if you have any study research plan or any plan to go deeper or something, you can use this best time because it's a trine. It will go smoothly with this Mercury and the Pluto. Well, before you leave, do you have any other suggestion to our audience today?
I think this new moon is going towards the full moon, of course, and it will be more fast, those 2 weeks will be running more fast, and things could be more challenging because this full moon will be in aspect with Pluto, in square, etc.
Yes.
So it's a very good time to act now and make friends and make amends and negotiate. That's the week for us.
Yes. Wow. Thank you, Isa. Well, before you go, I think this is just before. We all know yesterday's European big news was the Nord Stream pipeline, the gas line, was sabotaged. Yeah, and it was so interesting because when I look at our new moon chart, I just realized because we have at this moment we have that Neptune sextile Pluto that's under the sea, the pipeline gas line, and then Mars square this Neptune. Because I was writing my weekly forecasting, and I did say, well, be aware about this, and then I was only, that was only published yesterday. Was that too late?
But under the Sun-Jupiter opposition, something could happen, but you don't know yet how it will end. So maybe we just wait and see, because some people benefit from it, for sure. And we'll see.
Yeah. Thank you, Isabel. It's so nice to have you, and I hope you're feeling better soon. And
yes,
we really looking forward next month to see you again to talk about something interesting. Thank you for joining us. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.